Hi, this VoteKit tutorial is a step-by-step walkthrough of the voting process in a City of Calgary general election. If you've never voted before, or if you want to refresh your memory, this video is designed to show you what it's like to vote. So, it's general election day in the City of Calgary. You are eligible to vote if you are at least 18 years old, are a Canadian citizen, have resided in Alberta for at least 6 months before Election Day, are a resident of the City of Calgary on Election Day, and provide one of the authorized pieces of identification. We'll come back to that later. Maybe you've already voted, either during the advance vote or with a mail-in special ballot. But if you haven't, it's time to head to your voting station. There are voting stations all over the city, and yours should be pretty close to where you live. To find your voting station, go to www.calgary.ca/election. Under Elector Info, click on Voting Stations, then click on Where do I vote? When you enter your address on this page, it will give you the location of your voting station. Alternately, you can call the City of Calgary's Election and Information Services at 403-476-4100, option 2. At the building, there will be signs directing you to the voting station. If you get confused, don't worry. There will be election staff on site to answer your questions. In Calgary, voting stations are open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Election Day, so you have plenty of time to vote. When you enter the voting station, the first thing you'll see is a table split up by the letters of the alphabet. Go to the sign that corresponds with the first letter of your last name. Here, you pick up a voting register card. If you were enumerated during the civic census, there should be a voting register card waiting for you, but it's okay if there isn't. Just show the required identification, and a deputy at the voting station will create a voting register card for you. Before voting, you need to produce authorized identification that shows your name and current residential address. You can find a full list of acceptable identification at www.calgary.ca/election. Once you've shown your identification and received a voting register card, it's time to pick up your ballots. You'll be directed to a deputy who issues ballots. You'll need to give them your voting register card, then sign an elector statement. By signing the elector statement, you're confirming that you're eligible to vote, that you live in the ward that corresponds with this voting station, and that you haven't already voted in this election. On the elector statement, you'll also indicate whether you're voting for a public school trustee or a separate school trustee. It's your choice to vote for either a public or separate trustee, but you can't vote for both. Once you've signed the elector statement, the deputy will initial your ballots, and you'll be given up to 3 ballots, one for mayor, one for councillor, and one for either public or separate school trustee. You'll take your ballots into a private voting compartment. Only one person is allowed in the voting compartment at a time. Inside the voting compartment, unfold the ballots and put an X beside the name of the person you want to vote for. You can only vote for one person, so make sure there is only one X on the ballot. After marking an X on the ballot, refold it so that your X is hidden and the deputy's initials are showing. Repeat these steps for each ballot, then leave the voting compartment and head over to the ballot boxes. Hand your ballots to the deputy at the ballot box. They will check for the deputy's initials, then return the ballots to you to deposit them in the appropriate box. Then, you're done. Congratulations, you voted. To recap, go to your voting station. Show your authorized identification. Pick up a voting register card. Sign an elector statement. Pick up your ballots. Mark one X on each ballot. Deposit each ballot in a ballot box. And that's all it takes to vote. If you have any more questions about how to vote, visit us at www.votekit.ca or email votekit@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.